Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany, and if you are new here, welcome. I'm so thrilled for you to be here today. I am just so passionate about sharing mom life on here and pregnancy right now, and I want to do more with like parenting styles and things like in that nature, but for now, this is kind of getting more into like how to be a better mom maybe, or ideas for you, things that you can do with your kids. I am just really excited to share my ideas with you guys as far as sensory play goes and DIY toys go, because I think it's so easy to just, go on Amazon and just order all the toys and spend a ton of money at the same time. But there's so many ways where we can save a lot of money and have fun, even if we just go to the dollar store and get a bunch of tools you need and things like that. So I just want to show you like really simple ways that you can make it fun for your kids, entertaining for them, and it sparks creativity. It helps with their motor skills, and I'm so passionate about this because I know this has helped our daughter Aria so much. She is a very particular girl. She is 2 years old now, and she doesn't really like to get messy. And if something falls, or if it not going the way she wants it to, if like the puzzle isn't fitting correctly, it's easy to get frustrated about that. But I feel like a lot of these things I'm going to share with you guys today really helps children be patient, helps them to have to really figure it out on their own, and it's challenging for them, but in the long run it's going to be so worth it. And I just feel like it's been so beneficial for our daughter, and I'm just so excited to share that with you guys today. So I have a big list that I want to go through with you guys today, and before I do though, I just wanted to mention other benefits of sensory play especially, and just finding those fun ways that you can connect with your kids. So it encourages patience, it helps with hand-eye coordination, builds nerve connection in brain, it develops great motor skills, it supports language development. So think the five senses, like how does it smell, how does it feel, what sound does it make when you shake this thing or something, if you can eat it, what does it taste like talk it through with your child and really get descriptive with things that they're seeing or feeling or things like that. It encourages scientific thinking and problem solving. It sparks creativity, especially when they're bored. And I think this is so beneficial because we are giving them foundation. We are giving them the tools that they can use to thrive later on in life. So the more that you can do these kind of things early on with your child, the more when they get to age 8, 9, 10, in their teens even, there are going to be days where, you can't entertain them 24/7, and that's okay. That's actually not good to feel like you have to do that all the time. It's also very calming for your child, depending on the activity. Some of them will definitely be a little bit more stimulating than others, but some can just really calm them down, especially maybe if they're having a harder day. Definitely these will go a long way. It helps with cognitive growth. It fosters social interaction. So if they're spending time with their siblings or their friends, this is a great thing to do with groups, with other kids, and it's just a lot of fun to do together. So I'm gonna go through all of this stuff that I have right here, and I might show a little bit of clips here and there of my daughter actually playing with the things that I've made or we've just put together, and just to show how fun it can be, and your child can enjoy it too. Some of these aren't DIY, some of these you have to go out and buy some things, but we do water beads. Water beads are amazing, and I love this because you can get a huge pack, and this was only I think this was $6 on Amazon, and it took 1 teaspoon and it created a quart of water beads, and Aria is able to play with them, and then we just keep them in an airtight container, and it was just so easy. It was so simple. You just fill it up with water and put the water beads with the water and let it soak for about 4 to 6 hours, and you're good to go. The next thing we like to do is rainbow rice. We actually got this big tub of rainbow rice from my neighbor friend, and I'm so thankful for her. So you can put spoons in it, other toys. My daughter likes to put Barbies in there, and it's just a lot of fun for her. It's really entertaining, and again, she can feel the rice between her fingers and hear the sounds and see all the different colors. I'll put down below in the description box how we make some of the things. So if you want to know how to make rainbow rice, I'll put that down below. And as far as all the other things too, if it comes with instructions, I'll definitely put those down below as well. So this kind of ties in with the rainbow rice. So you can also honestly just take a bin or take a sensory tub. We also got this from the same neighbor and she's amazing. Find something like this or something bigger if you'd like, and fill it up with whatever your child would like to play with. So what we like to do is some beans, and you can just fill it up, and we like to do like different colored beans too so that they can see more variety in there. And you can also do like popcorn kernels or oats, really works well. And again, you can put like shovels in there or different spoons, tools like that. Measuring cups really helps. So I'm thinking about putting all these into its own category. This is all felt crafts or felt DIY toys that you can make, but it doesn't have to be felt. You don't have to sew. If you want to do felt, you can literally hot glue gun it and it'll still work just fine. You could also use like cardboard and write on there or draw on there, or you could just draw on paper and then laminate it. So all these things that I'm going through, don't feel like you have to know how to sew or feel like you have to use felt for it. But this is just what I like to do personally because I'm very passionate about felt. So this is a pizza game I made, and I just made some pizza slices here. So literally you can make this out of cardboard, or you could just laminate some paper and make your own pizza. And then you can add like the toppings. I have like mushrooms, green onions, pepperoni. So yeah, you definitely could do like pizza, or you could do a salad, even a fruit salad, you know, get creative. The next felt thing I made was a matching game. So again, you can use cardboard or paper, whatever you'd like. So I just have like 2 watermelons here, and then she can just match them. And then I have like 2 apples and 2 avocados here, and pineapple and oranges and things like that. And then when they get older, you could just turn them over and actually play the matching game. So that'll help with their memory too. This felt item was from my sister, and it's super easy to make. So you just have to cut out some fish, and you can stuff it with some batting inside and then sew around it, or you can hot glue gun it and then make sure you put a magnet in there, and then you can fish with it. So she has, I think she made 6 of these. Yeah. And then she just tied a little worm on there with the rope, and just a nice dowel right here. This next item is super near and dear to my heart. I love this one so much. I think it's my favorite out of all of them. But I know they sell these on Amazon too, but I think it was like $100 to buy it. So I was like, I'm gonna make my own. So this is the felt ABCs. You can just share the ABCs with your child, and if you want to do felt, you can use a different material. So these are all different animals. So like A is for alligator, B is for bee, C is for cat, and so on. So Aria enjoys these, and she likes to line them up by our door, and it's just so cute. I'll definitely link that down below, the felt ABCs, for you if you want to just buy it instead of making it, because yeah, that works too. You save a lot of time. So the next 2 things are things you can hang up on your wall, especially if you want to do homeschooling or just set a good routine, especially a good morning routine for your child. You can hang up calendars. We are in the month of August. I don't think I set this up right for the month of August yet. Put the numbers here, and it's with Velcro so she can figure out where the numbers go, and each month we set it up usually. But yeah, then every day you can say, okay, what's the date today? It's Wednesday, the 6th. And then they can take the 6th off and put it up here or something, just to know what day it is. Along with that is the weather chart. And I lost the arrow to this. The arrow came off. But I'm thinking of just putting Velcro in the middle and then making the arrow, and then it'll just stick on easily. But yeah, again, you can go through the weather each morning with them, and you can talk about, like, is it rainy today? Is it sunny? Is it snowing? Is there a rainbow? It's very educational, but again, it's something that they can look forward to every day. So this is a easy thing you could totally make just at home. I just took a rolled oats container, and then I just cut out a slit on the top. And then my daughter, she'll just take these cards, and you can just make your own cards. They can have animals on them, or the ABCs, or numbers maybe, or I don't know, whatever you like. You can get creative and color it too if you want. And then they just have to put the cards through the slots. And it's crazy, but it actually takes a little bit of time. And you might be tempted to want to just go in and help your child, especially if it takes them like longer than a minute to do. It's so easy to be like, oh, come on, I'll just help you with that. But try your best to just be hands off with any of these things. Try to be hands off as much as you can and just let them explore. Let them try it out themselves. That helps, that gives them that confidence they need, especially when they get older, and then they can know when I'm in a situation where it's challenging and hard, like mommy and daddy know I can do this. And you can remind them, you can say, well, looks like you're struggling a little bit, but you can do this. I know you can. And if you do need my help, I'll be here. But just, I feel like children thrive off of just being able to do things on their own. It just takes them time. To us, it seems like, oh, it's so easy, just put the ball in the hole. But to them, it's challenging for them if they're doing it for the very first time. So this is a great thing to have, especially for car rides, or you could, if you go to church, you could have this at church too. Honestly, it's a game changer. This is just a water pad or a water book, and then it comes with a pen with it. So Aria really likes to go through these. You just fill the pen up with water, and then you draw on it, and it colors for you, and no mess, which is great, as long as they can't open the cap, but usually they'll be fine. So the next thing you could do is do something with animals and match them. So something on Amazon I've seen, and people have made this too, whereas they can take like photos of different animals, and then you can have like the figurines of the animals, and then the child has to match the figure to the animal on the little card. So we have something kind of similar to that. It's just something you hang up though. We did Love Every for a while, but it was getting way too pricey for us, so we had to stop. This was a great activity for Aria to do. She enjoys this a lot, and it just gets her used to the animals, first of all, and then used to like matching and knowing, where they all go. Like the fish goes here and the elephant goes there and so on. She's definitely understanding more like what looks the same and what looks different. Why is it looking the same kind of thing? So the next thing we got as a birthday present for Aria, but a lot of this you could do DIY. So we just have a lot of instruments here. I will link that down below too. Some things you could also just make, like you could just put some rice in a jar, or I guess this is popcorn. And just a nice little shaker for them. You can make macarenas, you can make drums. Honestly, using one of these, you can make a drum or something. So really simple, and you can give them like wooden sticks or spoons, use pots and pans, whatever you need. So kids love that though, and be able to make loud noises. Yep, they like that. So I got through all the things that were just right here by me, but there are some things that might take a little bit more time to set up. So I just want to give you a little bit more ideas. And for a lot of these, you can use, again, a tub like this. So it's really nice too, because a lot of these ingredients you need, you can find at the dollar store. You can find at Walmart. It's so cheap and it's so easy this way. And I'll put all the ingredients down below for all these activities and the directions to go with it as well, so you know how much to put in it, what the measurements are and everything. So I totally forgot to mention my sister's busy book. I have to mention it because she just started selling it on Etsy, and I'm so excited about it. Aria does such a great job with this. She has so much fun, and it's just so educational. There's so many different topics you explore, like the alphabet, numbers, setting the table, going through different animals, doing the weather chart and everything. So it's a lot of fun for your child if they want to do like different topics, and it's all in one book, so it makes it really convenient. So I will definitely have my sister's link to her Etsy page down below if you want to check it out. You just have to print out all the materials and laminate it and put it all together, and then you have a busy book. So I got through all the things that were just right here by me, but there are some things that might take a little bit more time to set up. So I just want to give you a little bit more ideas. And for a lot of these, you can use, again, a tub like this. So it's really nice too, because a lot of these ingredients you need, you can find at the dollar store. You can find at Walmart. I should mention too, all these things that I'm going to mention now, these were inspired by Milena Ciciotti. Go check out her channel, she's amazing. And she gives me so many ideas when it comes to this kind of stuff, so I'm so thankful for her. The first thing is called Fluffy Paint, and we just played that actually just a while ago. Aria really enjoyed this one a lot. This one is made of shaving cream, food coloring, liquid body soap, paintbrushes, and then you need some big bowls. And you can do as many different colors as you like. We just did blue today, but you can definitely do more colors, and then they can get really creative and paint if they want, or they could actually touch it too. I know with my daughter, she is not a fan of like touching those kind of things right now, but she'll definitely like to use like a spoon or a paintbrush or something, and that really goes a long way. Next thing we did, I feel like this was a little bit of a fail on our part because we didn't use real sand. We made something called sand slime, and this one uses 1/4 cup water, 1/2 cup baking soda, and then colored sand, and then Elmer's glue and contact solution. I just realized we forgot to add contact solution to this, so I don't know if that would make a big difference, but when we made it, I actually just used Cheerios that we already had grounded up, and that was our sand. But I feel like to make it look a little nicer, you can definitely just use regular sand, and I think it'll look not so grainy then. Something that we also did, I'll show it here, we did toothpicks, and then she can take the beads and just put the beads on the toothpicks, and that helps a lot with the fine motor skills, just being able to put little tiny things on a little pole like that. So Arya really enjoyed that. The last thing that we like to do is make cloud dough. So it's kind of like Play-Doh, but it's definitely a lot softer and it smells good too. So it's just another way to make a certain type of dough. This one involves using conditioner and cornstarch. And you gotta really get the measurements right, so I'll put that down below. But Arya really enjoys that one as well. And again, it's just nice and fluffy and soft, and it feels so good, and it's a good de-stressor, especially for us parents. So if you need to make some, you go do that. And I also should just mention too, for all the things that you want to preserve, like the cloud dough or the fluffy paint or anything like that, the water beads too, make sure to have an airtight container for those things, and then that'll keep longer, so you can go ahead and go back to those activities and play with them some more, and your children will enjoy that a lot. You probably saw it in a lot of the clips, but we used a mat or some sort of sheet that you can put underneath the bin, underneath the sensory bin, so that really helps too, because obviously you don't want to get your carpet messy or your hardwood floors messy or anything. So it just makes cleanup a lot easier and really convenient. And then the last thing you can definitely, if you want to invest in, is something called a learning tower. And children honestly just like to be at our level in general, like, because they're a lot shorter than us, and I can see how that can get frustrating for them, especially if mommy and daddy are doing something on the counter in the kitchen. Like, they want to see what's going on. So you can try to get a learning tower. We just got one at Walmart, but you can get the fancy wooden ones. They are definitely a lot pricier, but I'll link those down below. They are a lifesaver though, honestly, like, especially doing these activities. Then we can put Arya on the counter and she's able to be at my level. Also, just think about things that you like to do in your daily life, like water the plants. We water plants, and she likes to do the pouring for that, so we definitely use the learning tower so she can reach the sink for that. And just doing other things like cooking or stirring the food, it just goes such a long way, and it just shows your child like, hey, I trust you. I know that you can do this. You can do this thing that even mommy and daddy are doing right now. And it's a lot of fun, and then we can make memories together. Okay, I think we are all done. That was really fun. I was really looking forward to this because this is just something that I love to research about and watch other videos about, like ideas other parents like to use. And I hope you got a lot out of this. I hope that you got some good ideas on board, and if you have any of your own ideas, any DIY or sensory toys that you do, definitely comment that down below. I'd love to know what you guys do to play with your child and spark that creativity in them. With all that being said, you guys have a great day and stay golden.